This is a message I think that folks like you need to hear. Other Christians on here who misuse the expression ushy gushy, which is actually mushy gushy. Mushy gushy, or ushy gushy as you call it, versus namby pamby or wishy washy are two different things. Mushy gushy refers to acting out and doing things for everyone, whether you're a believer or non-believer, as Christ would, serving people as Christ would, whether or not they're Christians or not. You see, because your video that you just did saying that we should strive to not be namby-pamby, and then you tied in the concept of ushy-gushy with that, you pretty much said it all if you realize it, that who benefited by the name of the person who you were quoting? You did. And perhaps other Christians would. Your point being, if I needed something to get up, to go out and get inspired. Well, you're a Christian already. The point is that this non-mushy-gushy version of Christianity, which is prevalent in a number of places here, for instance, the calling of non-believers human garbage and varieties of things like that, tend to push non-believers away. And if YouTube isn't the perfect example, I don't know where you could find better. So mushy-gushy in today's world is something that works. And like I said in the past, it worked on me. I was a non-believer and became Christian because of what you refer to as mushy-gushy Christians. That's not namby-pamby. It's not wishy-washy. They were very clear. There was one way. There was one truth. And there was one life. And that was through Jesus Christ, period, as my Savior. Period. But it wasn't shoved down my face. I wasn't referred to as human garbage. I wasn't. I was shown the love of Christ, the light of Christ, shown through my Christian brothers and sisters, but through people that weren't my spiritual brothers and sisters, and yet they still shined on me and revealed it to me. And that's what we need to do as Christians. So there's certainly a place for your video here. I'm not condemning you for doing that, certainly not. And certainly a place for the quote that you put in. But the place for that is to build up Christians, to strengthen Christians. But don't try and confuse, as far as I'm concerned, that being the only way, that being non-mushy-gushy is the only way to bring people, to assist God in bringing people into the fold, to assist God in getting people to answer the door to Him. Because I'm proof positive that if it weren't for mushy-gushy Christians, I wouldn't be here right now. I've said that before. So, let's be clear. Mushy-gushy Christianity is a very good version of Christianity, as long as it doesn't compromise the message. But if you're going to go towards non-believers and force down their throats the concept of you're going to hell, and that's your basic premise, you're pushing people away. Love is what God is all about. I think you and I will agree to that. The good news is the love of God, not the condemnation of God, not the judgment of God. That's the bad news for us all, because we don't rise up to the level. And you see, I pointed out this book before, We're Covering Outflow, which deals with a mushy-gushy version of Christianity, the kind that worked for me. And it tells a story of a group of Christians who thought that they were doing well when they came upon turned out two non-believers who were in an auto accident where they had taken their car and accidentally hit a light pole or something. It was pretty severe, and they were hurt. And this person comes in, I think it was a part of an evangelical college group, and came up to these people, and rather than assist them in calling the police or helping to change the tire or something, they immediately began a diatribe of, if you had died in this accident, do you know where you would go? Would you go to heaven or hell? So without assisting these people, which as a Christian I think would be the basic thing, is you want to help these people first. And you can argue that the best version of helping these people would be to secure their salvation. But when somebody is in a situation like that, I can tell you the last thing they're thinking about as a non-believer is their salvation. They're thinking, how the heck am I going to get out of the situation? And I'm frazzled, and I'm thankful to be alive. So we need to see a big picture here. And like I've said before, there's a purpose for mushy-gushy Christianity, and I believe there's a purpose for not so mushy-gushy Christianity. But in the world today, as far as I see it, and especially on YouTube, the purpose of non-mushy-gushy Christianity is to lift up people who already believe. So if we're going to reach people who don't believe, maybe we should pick up, learn something from the mushy-gushy version. God bless you, and thank you for watching.